I know some people are going to hate me for this, but I am telling you that you do not need a PhD to become a peer reviewer, to review papers for journals, because I've done it twice and then I got invited to do it again. And these are the credentials that I have. If you know me well, you know that I am a nurse and then I have published 8 research paper, and also I don't have MSc. I just started my MSc, I think, in June. I don't have any big qualification. I only have a bachelor's degree in nursing. And then I published, I think, my first 3 research papers in my final year as an undergraduate. So does that mean that with all the experience I've gathered, journals should not allow me to review a manuscript just because I don't have a PhD? I know some people are going to disagree with me because in academia, everything has to do with a bigger qualification. When you have a PhD, that's when people believe that, okay, you've tried, you've did this, you've done that, so now you are qualified. Because whenever I try to like go to journal websites and look at their requirements for like all these positions, you see that majority of them are listing that you must have a PhD and some years of experience before you can apply. And that's true, but not everyone requires a PhD. For me, the credentials that I need is I just published research papers in a specific area in a particular topic, and then I became an expert. I don't know whether I'm an expert, I can't say, but the journals think that I'm an expert in that area, and that's why they invited me, because I didn't even apply for that. I just got an invite. So they think that I'm an expert in that field, and that's why they called me to come and critique other people's work for them. And before doing this, I was also thinking that I needed some big qualification. I needed to have an MSc or PhD before I could do it. And I didn't know. They just invited me and I accepted and I did it. The author sent back their revisions and then I agreed or disagreed, and then the papers got published. That's how it is. It is not easy, I know, because you must have published a paper in that area. You must have shown some level of expertise or knowledge in that area. Now, I know some people are going to argue that you need a PhD because PhD teaches you how to ask better questions and how to critique research papers, how to read, and how to present your arguments. But what I'm trying to say is you do not really need a PhD to learn how to critique or to learn how to present your arguments when you are writing. The years of writing, the number of papers that you have published must have taught you that what is good methodology, what is bad methodology, what is a clear argument, and what are the arguments that are not holding up. Because you've written those papers, reviewers have critiqued your work, you saw what they were asking for. Besides, you don't really have to do it alone, because there are a lot of resources out there that you can go and learn how to become a peer reviewer or how to critique a paper. The journals that are even inviting you have it on their page, what they expect of you, what they want you to critique when you are assigned to review a paper. And also, Peer Researcher Academy offers a peer review course. So I took that course after my first peer review. Now, if you have a PhD, it can actually increase your chances. If you want to gain some experience in critiquing in academic world, it can broaden your chances. But just because you don't have a PhD doesn't mean that you should limit yourself. This is why I think about peer review in general. So I don't know if you have anything you want to add, whether you would disagree or you agree, you can please put it in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, bye.